nerdsreviews.com presents Nerds Talking, the podcast.
Yo, we talk about lightsabers, stunning your TV screens, what you want to stream, everything beyond your dreams. Want to talk about movies, sports, or even politics? Go ahead and tune into us, we'll give you all of it. Whatever you're debating, Xbox or PlayStation, Marvel or DC, Mac or PC. Teraflops when the movie drops, gigabytes, chips, RAM, no matter what it is, we got all of it. Welcome to the show.
Nerds Talking, the podcast.
Welcome to Nerds Talking, the podcast. I'm here with Laura, Marie, and I'm Carlos. Lafayette is off this week.
Boo.
He's in Hawaii, actually.
Oh, so he did go.
He did go. Yeah,
Good.
he got himself hitched last weekend.
Well, I didn't mean he went to the wedding. I wasn't surprised that he went to his wedding.
Oh,
I mean, I'm surprised that he got his honeymoon situation all situated because I know it was a question mark as of last week. So
I think it was last minute, like whatever was affordable last minute. They just jumped on a plane and whatever.
well, good for them because I've never seen a Hawaiian vacation be reasonable. So good for him.
Yeah, they're currently in Honolulu.
Jelly.
I've never been to Honolulu. I've been to Maui, but I've never been to Honolulu.
I did Honolulu and then the North Shore of Oahu. So
Beautiful.
it was gorgeous and I would love to go back.
Marie, have you ever been to Hawaii?
No,
Have you ever traveled outside the United States?
no.
Outside of Nevada, California, Nevada?
I went to Miami once.
Oh,
That's it?
hmm I'm poor. I don't have money.
there you go. Okay.
I mean, you can drive.
I'm sorry.
drive.
That costs money.
Yeah,
What
I
does
suppose.
driving? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
gas.
It's like,
Yeah, yeah.
first of all, I don't,
Hotels, right?
I
You
don't
gotta have
really
somewhere
want to
stay.
drive. I don't really want to drive to I don't even want to drive to Vegas. That sucks.
Oh, that's a shit
Let
drive.
alone-
Don't ever drive
right.
that. Mm-mm.
And or maybe I went to San Diego one time with my ex, and that was a nice drive. But would I want to do that all the time? No, I don't like being in cars like that.
Yeah, I did the drive for Lafayette's wedding. And I hate that drive. It was 6 hours, but it's
No, anything like
No.
over 4 to me is anymore. I can't handle it anymore.
right.
When I was
Yeah.
younger, we used to drive. I mean, fucking, when I was a kid, we drove from Missouri down to the tip of the panhandle of Florida. That is a 16 to 18 hour drive, if I'm remembering
Yeah.
correctly.
Hell no.
I mean, I was a kid, so you don't really have much of a choice. I
And
don't
you
have
want me to drive from Sacramento to that place?
No, I don't. I don't think anybody should drive that far. But I mean, when I was I used to drive down to New Orleans. That was how we went to New Orleans every year for
How
3
long
to
is
4
that drive?
years. That is an 8-hour drive.
See, back in the day, though, like when we were younger, we'd be happy just to
Yeah,
be driving.
big
It's
deal.
like, yeah, let's get the
Exactly.
hell in the car and let's go,
Yeah.
right? But now at my age, I'm like, no. You want to go where? Oh, the mall? How far is that? 30 minutes? No. No, I'm not. How about we just go to the gas station? I'm sure they got plenty of stuff there.
Dude,
No, I'm like,
the
We could
last
scooter.
time we drove from St. Louis to New Orleans and then New Orleans to St. Louis, my friend threw out her back. Like, because when you get, you know what I mean? Like from sitting in a car for 8
Oh,
hours.
really? Oh.
And she's like, never again. We're flying from now on. And I'm like, okay. And they have a direct on Southwest. So it's really,
And what is that? 2-hour flight?
yeah.
One.
2 hour.
Yeah.
One and a
Like
half.
an out,
Oh,
like
yeah.
it. Yeah. I think it's like 2 hours. That sounds about right. Cause you're
Yeah.
kind of.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because from here to San Diego is 8-hour drive without traffic.
Yep.
Flying is an hour and a half. So, yeah.
Short, easy, a lot more
Yeah.
expensive, but
I think I'd rather live on, I love California, right? But I might rather live on the East Coast. I feel like it'd be easier to get to different places by driving versus in California, you have like Portland, you have Seattle, you have San Francisco, you have Tahoe, you have LA and San Diego. I don't want to go to any of those places. I want to go to New York. I want to go to Boston. I want to go to Florida. Those are like 2 different parts of the.
And you can take trains
here.
to those places, right? From New
Uh,
York to
But they're still
Florida.
expensive.
no, okay, yeah, I guess up there they probably do have. I just mean like I've looked at Amtrak before. Ugh, such a pain in the ass. But I
Yeah.
imagine that they have a better system because everything's closer, right? I've taken the train from St. Louis to Chicago. That's a 4. No, I think that's a 6 hour.
And how long was it on train?
It's the exact same.
Exact same because of all the
That's
stops.
But you're
really
not
annoying.
driving.
But I'm not driving exactly.
And
so
you can get up and
just
walk
chill.
around
Yeah.
and get a
Yeah.
snack. Wait, have any of you guys driven to Mexico or Canada?
I've driven. Well, no, the closest is San Diego Drive. I've been to Mexico.
But you've been to like a resort probably.
No, we went to Tijuana when we were younger because relatives in San Diego wanted to take my family there just to see it. I got
See the
left
donkey
behind.
show?
I almost became Mexican. Yeah, because we were in a record store because my dad, he was a DJ at the time.
And how old were you?
Oh man, maybe 14. I would have been sex traded. Boy, I didn't tell you what. So anyway,
No,
I'm
you
looking
wouldn't
through
have.
records as well. You shut up.
I'm
So I'm looking through records. They're looking. I'm just flipping through records, just whatever. Like, and I turn around, everybody's gone, and there was like at least 8 of us, but they're all gone. I'm like, holy shit, they left me. So I go outside, and I do remember my dad telling our cousin that let's go back to that bar we passed. So I go outside. I start heading towards the bar. I get to the street corner and I'm like, oh my God, look at all these people. And I start crying. I'm scared as shit. And this woman and her daughter try to help me. They're trying to talk to me, but I'm telling them in English, I don't speak Spanish. I don't know what you're saying.
La familia,
español.
¿dónde estás la familia? You don't even know ¿Dónde estás la familia?
No,
I would know donde estés.
I'd have been like, ¿Dónde
Where
está la
is?
biblioteca? They would have taken me to the library. I don't know. And then luckily, as
To
I'm
the discoteca.
¿Dónde está Hong Kong? Anyway, so I'm standing on the corner and the lady's talking to me and her daughter just, they're trying to help me as best they can. Then I look across the street and there's my dad and my cousin coming my way. I'm like, oh, thank God. And so I run across the street and just into their arms like, you mother.
And they saw you and ran the other way. They're like, shit, he found
You
out.
I
found
think
us.
they gave me to a cartel guy. Here, take him. Get him out of here. But yeah, that's my Mexico story. I haven't been back since. Not been back since.
I went to Tijuana once when I was in San Diego. My mom said it was something that I had to experience, and so they told me what we were.
What a
going
good
to
mom.
Costco. Oh yeah, she's bad. And she told me that we were going to Costco, and then we went to the border, and I'm like, I did not want to fucking go here.
Oh my God, how rude.
You went to Costco in Tijuana?
No, I was told I was being taken to Costco.
Were they trying to get rid of you?
Casca.
No, my mom just wanted me to do it. Even
You
though
to
I said I didn't
experience
want to.
Tijuana.
She took her to the donkey show.
No, it was like literally she just wanted to like haggle with all the people on the street and do and buy little stupid kitschy things because she can.
Chicles? Chicles?
Yeah. But they I don't remember what year this was, but it was like right before all the cartel shit started to get really bad in like the early 2000s.
Oh,
Or
okay.
2000,
Alright.
yeah, like a week before they started hanging people off overpasses was like when we were there.
I believe my trip was in '88. And Marie, what have you been up to in music class? How's that going?
Oh, it's all right.
Oh,
I kind of
don't
want to quit
sound
my
too
voice
excited.
class. Yeah, I want to.
Oh, no,
I wanna
why?
quit my voice class.
They don't want you to sing?
I don't want me to sing. I'm just not.
Sorry.
Jose can. I mean, it rings better, don't you think? It just
No.
like
No.
it's like because
No.
there's this thing called onset, and it's like it's a glottal. So when you say oh, say like when you say Jose, it's way more like softer on your throat. It just flows better.
Mm.
That's an actual thing, a
Yes.
glottal, and
I
like
know
going
a
like
glottal.
or whispering. Anyway, so
Mhm.
I have COVID, so I've been sick since last Thursday, so I haven't been
Oh.
in class.
I had COVID 2
Dude.
weeks ago. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I have it right now, to be honest with
Oh,
you.
look at
but
you guys.
I don't fucking test. Do you guys test? I don't care.
No.
I'm like, I'm sick.
I was hit with I felt like the flu to me. So I'm like, yeah, I got the flu.
I don't have a fever. It's just everyone in our house is just super cranky, snotty, raw
Mm.
throats.
Lemmy, yum.
Yeah.
No, I was really, really, really sick, but my voice teachers, the school's pretty strict about having COVID. If you have any symptoms, you got to test. And he even has like a bunch of like tests that one of his friends gave him or something like that. So he says, I'll throw it in the bush. And so he literally throws a COVID test out in the bush in front of the school, and you take the test. And
Still, that's bonkers.
Oh, because he doesn't want to come.
he's a
near
voice
you?
coach. He has a lot of he does a lot of voice stuff, so he can't lose his voice. And he does he has a choir, he has class, he has this, he has that. He's got a lot of stuff. So
All right.
I mean, I don't want COVID again. This shit sucked.
Why do we
This
give
really
a shit?
sucked.
I just want to know, like, now at this point, so why do we have all these COVID tests and no like influenza tests? Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
you
'cause
can
we
though.
really-
Now they come mixed. Now you can have COVID flu test all in one test. That's what I think they're doing with all the tests anyway. I think what they're doing
And
is
it's a pregnancy test all at the same time. So Carlos,
Yeah.
if you need to take that test, go ahead and piss into it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do both. No, you take the Q-tip, you stick it up your nose,
And then you
you
pee on
ram
it.
it in the thing, and then you take it out and
Pee
you
on it.
pee on it and ram it in the other end. Do I have COVID? Do I have influenza, or am I pregnant?
Yeah.
That would be really convenient, honestly.
Yay, all three.
Ew. Yeah, no. Keep it away from me. Get away from me, Carlos. You're contagious.
It was
Your
not
babies and
anymore.
stuff.
Okay, well,
But-
let's go back to on track here and let's talk about movies coming out this weekend.
Oh man.
See if anyone's interested in any of these. Transformers 1 comes out.
Didn't we already have a Transformers one? Whatever. Are we rebooting? Is that what it is?
No, Transformers 1 is the origin story of the Autobots and Decepticons.
That's like how Xbox came out with Xbox 360 and then came out with an Xbox One. Like, you're going out of order, man.
Yeah.
This is
Sure.
Agreed.
doesn't make any
Sure.
sense.
Sure. It's about
That's
life
why you
on
don't get an
Cybertron
Xbox.
before they come to Earth.
Cybertron.
No? Nobody? Okay.
Nope, don't give a fuck.
I like it.
There's a movie called The Substance, which looks really good with Demi Moore. No?
Oh, I think I've seen that.
Yeah.
Or I've seen commercials for that. It
The
looks kind of
commercial
artsy.
looks good. Artsy? Nope, it's
Vaguely
okay.
interested.
Yes.
Is it like
Never
kind of
good
like the
movies.
her and the other girl are like robots or like sex machines or something? or is that
No,
something
it's
else?
It's like
It's,
cosmetic surgery. Like,
yeah, it
an
says if you ever
analogous for
dreamt of
that.
a better version of yourself,
Yeah, I think that might be it.
and just buy this new product called The Substance.
I think that's it.
So Demi Moore and Margaret Qualley. Yeah.
For some reason, that title makes me think of The Stuff. Have you guys ever seen that movie? The
This
Stuff?
The Happening? No, not the stuff. Not the stuff. Not
It is
the
don't
thing.
think I've
Yes,
ever heard of
I
The
have seen the
Stuff,
thing.
It's
no.
a really fucking weird movie from like the early 80s.
Hmm.
85. And it's basically it- marshmallow fluff attacks the whole world is
Oh,
basically what it is. It's really weird. But they bottle it, they sell it. The stuff.
They got that from
Okay.
Ghostbusters. They're like, oh yes, we're gonna put the Marshmallow Man everywhere, and then we're gonna start bottling. This is what happens to New York after this incident.
there you go.
The fluff starts to take over.
The fluff, the stuff.
The fluff, the stuff.
A horror movie with Halle Berry, Never Let Go, released this weekend, along with Clooney and Pitt's Wolves. Out this
Oh, the
weekend
one
as
that we were
well.
making fun of last weekend. Or
Yes,
last week. Yeah.
yes. And also The Killer's Game with Dave Bautista, which he looks like he got his lips done to do the movie. He looks so silly.
Who?
So- Dave Bautista in
Who
The
is that?
Killing Game.
Yeah, we talked
Former
about that
WWE
recently.
wrestler Dave Bautista.
And we talked about
like
his lip
him.
implants, and I said if I were gonna
Yeah.
do fillers anywhere on that guy's face,
Oh, I
it
know
would
this
be
guy.
those weird ass head ridges.
Oh, he's on Ozempic. Yep.
No,
on
he's
something.
always looked like that. He's always had that head. I don't.
No,
know.
no,
But
he-
in
he
this one
lost a
picture,
ton
he
of
looks skinny.
weight.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
his reasoning is, he says, in order to play more roles instead of just the big guy, the big hit man, or the big muscle, he lost weight in order to get better roles. more
How
roles.
come nobody can be honest about Ozempic? Like, why is that such a thing?
No,
Why can't
I
people
don't
be
think
about
he
it?
is on. Also, this
But I don't know if
picture-
it would work with him because he wasn't fat. He
yeah,
was
exactly.
muscular.
It was muscle, but I mean, I guess if
Yeah.
you stop eating, you will certainly lose a lot of muscle mass. So
Sure.
And you do it so fast too. Like one time when I got broken up with, dumped really hard, I didn't eat for 3 weeks. You know how skinny I was? Like not eating really works if you're trying to diet, but like it's not necessarily healthy.
Yeah.
So
Well, based on this picture, maybe he's transitioning. I don't know because
his lips look weird, right?
no, they
I'm
don't.
just looking at him.
Oh,
Like, what the? It even looks like he's got boobs.
really?
Isn't that a weird picture?
What picture?
Hold
Can you
on.
put it up on
Are
the
you
screen?
Oh wait, yeah.
Can
Where?
not see it.
Oh, right there in that. Yeah, that weird.
Shed about 50 more pounds with
Like he
jujitsu.
stole clothes from his mom's closet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
He's just comfortable in his sexuality. Oh, I like it.
I
Oh,
mean,
he is looking. That is. I mean, okay. That I'm not gonna say like, oh, that's so gay, but like that is.
Yeah.
The jacket. If he just wore the
Yeah.
pearls, I wouldn't be like, oh, that's gay. But the jacket with the pearls and the weight loss, yes, that is.
He's
kinda
even
gay.
got like a gold like Gucci
He
belt
looks.
on.
You know what? He looks like RuPaul
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
with the square glasses and the pearls. Yeah. He looks like RuPaul.
Weird. Well, I think there's going to be interesting things come to pass with Batista.
I think so.
I don't think he might have gotten a lip hit like a little bit of Juvederm, but like I don't think he's gotten his lips done like you know in the what he's like you went from
Right there,
Cameron
look.
Diaz to
Blasted those lips,
you went
boy.
from Cameron Diaz to Jay-Z. That's one of the
Yeah,
look what his lips
basketball
look like.
movies.
This
Look at
is
that.
what it was before.
Yeah, when he was
Oh
doing
yeah,
Avengers
I
movies.
can see that. I
and
can
Look
see
at
it
that.
right there.
Boom.
Now.
Definitely got his lower lip done.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, the top doesn't look so bad. The bottom looks fucking
That's
retarded.
like
Oh,
shit.
I'm
man.
sorry. That's a no word. Oh my god, he's even doing like gay face here, like the.
Yeah, the little duck face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, retarded is not okay, but
I
gay
know,
face is
I
fine.
know.
No, I just fucking with you though.
Wait,
Like
gay face? Gay face isn't cool. All right, I'll put that in my no words.
I don't think that gay face is necessarily it. He's just doing duck face, which is kind
Yeah,
of
doing
lame. That is
duck
retarded.
Thank you. No, it's not kind of lame. It's totally lame. That duck face on a man, that's what I equivalent, you know.
Duck face in
Equivalent.
general is kind of just it just reminds me of like Jersey, like the Jersey Shore and like the very tan and the humps in the head and they get the fist to pumping and then it's just that's
Yeah.
what it reminds me of. The Guidos.
I got a question. I got a question for you guys. Well, actually, I just want your opinion on another podcaster, Adam Carolla, recently.
Oh god, that
this
guy's
past
lame.
week, he said something that just kind of made me feel like, hey, you are definitely the old guy who music isn't as good as it was when I grew up. Movies weren't as good as when I grew up. You're
Rick
yelling at
Beato.
kids to get off your lawn, and you don't even have a lawn. You know, he's just like that. Yeah. And then, well, here's what he said. He said, all those effed up superhero movies that middle-aged men are coming over.
Oh, he's mad. He's big mad.
I don't think that would have flown in the 70s. We watched movies like Serpico, Dog Day Afternoon, and Midnight Cowboy. We made films, you know? It wasn't a bunch of dudes with muscles bulging and a big codpiece. Middle-aged dudes wouldn't have gone along with the kind of homoerotic superhero bullshit.
What a hater. He's a
Wolverine is fighting whatever the fuck, Duckman. That's gay erotica. It's for kids. You shouldn't accept this after the age of 15. You really shouldn't. You go to those theaters and it's a bunch of 52-year-old dudes. Like, I'm really excited that
with their kids.
Wolverine is fighting Jack-o'-lantern over here. That's for kids. It's for kids. We used to make real movies. This is a new weird superhero delayed. We're in some sort of sustained adolescence or something, right? Is that what's going on? Is that what's going on here?
He's a hater. He's a hater.
I don't love Adam Carolla, but I don't hate Adam Carolla, and I'm familiar enough with his stand-up to picture exactly how he would say that. Of course, I'm not a 50-year-old man, so he's not really talking to me, but I don't take any offense to that because, he's just kind of, that's his style. He rags on people.
That's kind of fair. I'm not a 50-year-old man, so I'm not sure like how that would feel, but I And I'm not familiar with the stand-up. I did used to listen to Loveline, and I did watch The Man Show back in the day. And so I am a little bit familiar. It just kind of sounds like he's a little bit I mean, if he rags on people, then that's his style.
He's just kind of angry a little bit. Like
yeah.
He is definitely a crotchety guy.
He says he shouldn't be
That's not
watching
cute, though.
superhero movies after the age of 15.
What about it? He's a gatekeeper.
That's what he said.
Did you remember seeing the Man Show? How terrible that was! Like how
I never watched the Man Show.
There was this one. It was like they'd ask questions, right? Like at the end of the show, they'd send in audience questions, and someone said, "How come fat women give such better blowjobs?" And he was like, "Because they have to." And he was dead serious about it, and everyone super laughed. Like he's just an old school kind of dumbass, like we can't change and evolve kind of stupid ass motherfucker, and he got left behind. Him and Dr. Drew both got canceled several times, so whatever, they're irrelevant. They're irrelevant.
Well, it's funny that
I used to like Dr. Drew too, but anyway, go ahead.
What's funny is that to him it's gay erotica, it's homoerotic, whatever.
He's just not involved, and he wants to be.
I don't know exactly. I think so too, because what's funny is that I listen to a show, and then he will say things like he told his son growing up he didn't want him playing Pokemon because that's gay. Or he says he knows what every one of his friends, his high school friends, every one of their dicks look like. For some reason, he knows what they all look like. And then when they would get together, they would try to piss on each other. Like they'd run around trying to piss on each other. And then there was another story he told where his friend was basically shooting. He'd give himself an enema and then shoot the water out of his ass.
Ew.
So he would even with the water hose, gay. He would do that. And then they'd try to shoot some guy in a drive-through window, but the guy who working there was open the window.
That's disgusting.
They saw an ass there, and the guy couldn't fire, so he closed the window and they took off. But if anything is homoerotic, don't you think it's the pissing on each other or shooting ass enemas? I mean, that's It's just funny how anything
ass
that's
enemas
not from
is definitely
his era,
super
right? Anything from his era is
I'll admit that
it's just ridiculous. It's not good. It's horrible.
Yep.
That's his thing. Even with music, if you don't like The Who or Leonard Skinner,
no, I hate The Who.
Forget who else. Then it's just crappy music. He just doesn't like it.
Yeah.
So I don't the whole idea, because I grew up liking comic books. So when they finally were able to make good comic book movies, then I get excited. Doesn't matter how old I am. I get excited because I want to see them. I want to see how good they are.
And also because it's a tie back to your childhood, right? Like those characters are that tie back. I think Adam Carolla is just a time capsule of a man, like Marie, like you kind of inferred. It's just, these are the things that matter to me, and these are the clearly superior things, because I see anything, beyond me in a whole nother lens. I other them, and then I pick apart their stuff instead of seeing the reasons why they do those things are the same things that I do this other thing, and just seeing that we're all the same fucking people, age in and age out.
Does he ever say anything about Jimmy Kimmel and their relationship? Did he say, "Oh, he's a sellout"?
Oh no, he loves Jimmy. He loves Jimmy.
What is Jimmy like, Adam?
Good question.
We don't even know. He's like, I don't know that guy.
I don't know. I don't never listen to Jimmy talk. I mean, he doesn't talk about him on his late night shows. No reason for it, so I don't know. But I mean, he loves Jimmy and he loves Dr. Drew. Those are his two loves.
Dr. Drew's kind of a skis.
All righty. Okay. Well, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back with our weekly movie review. I think Laura and I are the only one who saw it. Marie, you're gonna have to give us your review anyway.
Okay.
So we'll see you on the other side.
Hello, Tom here from the DPA. Letting you know that we've started a criminal investigation division. That's right, the DPA is here for you. You wonder how? Well, have you ever been assaulted, robbed at gunpoint, murdered, raped, scammed for every dollar you have? The DPA is here to help. Did you happen to get a dick pic of this criminal? Well, we're here to help. At the DPA, the dickpicanalysis.com group, we can find out who this criminal was, their age, their sex, their race, their religion, where they're located at this moment, and how you can lock them up. That's right, upload the criminal's dick pic and we'll know where he's at with an 8% accuracy. That's right, 8% accuracy to catch this criminal. You've heard of DNA analysis and going back 30 plus years to convict someone. Well, this is all new technology. The DPA dickpicanalysis.com group now catches criminals. Just upload your dick pic, not your own. You don't want to be guilty, but the criminals, and we'll do the rest of the work. The DPA, here for you anytime.
The DPA is not responsible for wrong convictions. We've only used this analysis on our own junks, and 3 out of 5 of us are now on parole. So clearly it works, just not sure which way. If you've taken a picture of a criminal's junk, we are impressed. Also, 2 of us think OJ is innocent. The DPA, dickpicanalysis.com. Not a real website, Nerds Talking Podcast. Now back to the show.
Welcome back to Nerds Talking the podcast. I'm here with Laura, Marie, and don't forget to rate, subscribe, review, tell a friend, tell more than one friend.
Share our
Tell a
YouTube
friend.
videos.
Who? Oh yeah, what?
Share
we're
the
on
YouTube videos.
Yeah, we're on YouTube. Anyway, this week we're reviewing the Netflix film Uglies. Uglies is a 2005 dystopian novel by Scott Westerfeld, set in a future post-scarcity world in which everyone is considered an ugly until they are then turned pretty by extreme surgery, cosmetic surgery. So, Laura, you were a little hesitant to want to watch this because of the way it looked. And then I told you, well, looks like you're judging it just like people are judged in this world. They're ugly until they're pretty.
Which is
Marie, you
a
have something to
very
say.
convincing.
I'm just making fun of you.
Ah, yes.
No, it
So-
was a very convincing argument because I was like, fuck, you're going to actually make a thing that makes sense. I'm going to fucking watch it.
Oh, shit, you made sense. Okay, fine. We'll watch
I
it.
just mean I reward a good argument.
So, what did you think? What
Did you have
think?
regrets?
Yes, instant regrets. I should not have listened to you. This movie was absolute shit. Like, it was exactly what I thought it was going to be. So maybe you should judge a book by its cover because this cover looked like shit and the movie was shit. So any movie that starts with telling me about all this giant info dump of the last, 300 years of your history versus actually showing me the story, you've just violated the first rule of good writing, and out you go. I'm done with you. But it's just another young adult series, the YA crowd that they seem to have missed the boat for by like 15 years or something, right? Like when were all those like the Hunger Games, Divergent, Maze Runner?
Maze Runner, yeah.
I mean, even the Twilight kind of kicked it off, like that young adult kind
Right,
of thing,
sure.
I think, but it just went in that direction that has all the same shit. It's a love triangle, dystopian society where the start is bright-eyed, and happy or whatever, and then end with the curtain of my eyes are lifted and I see what has come to pass. And it's
You
just-
shall not pass.
It's just fucking stupid. It's all the same shit. It's all the same shit. And CGI was bad. It was rubbery.
CGI was horrible. Yeah.
It was rubbery and weird. Everything on a hoverboard, just absolute shit.
Yeah, it became a skateboard movie pretty quick. A
Yeah.
lot of
Oh my,
hoverboarding.
no.
Yeah.
No.
Orchids as a fuel source.
Were they a fuel source or were they just destroying the
No,
greenery?
that was how they powered they got rid of
Oh, that's how they
fossil
powered
fuels,
the
Carlos.
city?
They
Oh.
powered the city with flowers,
Mm,
which is the stupidest
because
fucking
flowers
thing
are
I've ever
pretty.
heard.
And what's the point of that? What was
Nothing.
was there some message about making flowers,
Yeah,
pretty flowers
no,
into
there's
ugly
like
gas or something?
there's an environmental concern because turns out the flowers are just as bad as fossil fuels. It doesn't matter your outsides, your core is always the same. Energy is evil, and so are ugly people.
So is capitalism. I mean, ugly people.
I fucking hated this movie.
Oh, good.
0.5 out of 5. No, I'll be
Okay.
realistic. I would give it a 1 out of 5.
There you go. Marie, what did you think?
Oh my God, this movie was fantastic. First of all, I
Oh,
would have been
geez.
beautiful. I would have been beautiful. If ugly people are beautiful, then I would have been beautiful, right? Okay. Secondly, okay. Also, I love it when movies do this thing where they have this really good concept that they could go somewhere with it, and then they just fuck it off with some love story. You know what I mean? Like In Time did the same thing. Fucking what's that movie that I really, really like? Not What We Do in the Shadows, but it's like What Dreams May Come. The book was so different than the fucking movie, and they did it on a love story. They always make, and then Inception, the same thing. Had a really good concept, but then they based it on just focused on the action. They have these really good concepts and good movie ideas, and they just ruin it with Hollywood bullshit. It's bullshit. So yeah, this movie, what Laura said, 1 out of 5.
Good. Sounds like you enjoyed it at first. All right.
I didn't know which direction I wanted to go with that, so I'm a creative.
Absolutely. So for me, it started out okay until the dialogue got really stupid and just cheesy, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is like Laura said, a teen movie or a young adult movie. It was just not good, and the acting was horrible. Like the person playing Dr. Cable, was it Laverne Cox, was playing Dr. Cable.
I love Laverne Cox.
She was a horrible actress. He's not whatever he.
Yeah,
but doesn't she have a twin sister?
I don't know that their twin sister's named Laverne Cox. My twin's not named Marie.
But is Laverne the sister or the other one?
I'm confused. Is there
didn't know.
a story here I should know about? Clearly,
You don't know who
somebody's
Laverne
trans.
Cox is?
No, at person on the screen.
She was on
actress. I'd never seen.
Orange is the New Black.
Oh. All right, is it really a dude? Is that what you guys are inferring?
She is a woman that was not born
was
a
born
woman.
a man.
Okay, got
Was
it.
born a man.
But she's beautiful.
I thought, oh well, whatever. Anyway, horrible actress. Her lines were just crap. She spent the whole time with like her hands behind her back trying to look important or sophisticated. It was just stupid. But no, it went downhill real quick. I mean, and just the idea that you're dropped off at this campus or school at 12 years old, and then at 16 you go to the city. At 16 you get pretty, so they give you extreme. But what didn't make sense to me is like, why did it matter? I mean, apparently they're controlling everybody in the city, but I didn't really understand why.
That reminds me of Logan's Run.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of the same.
What's the point?
Almost.
What's the
What's
point
that?
of doing that? I said, what was the point
Yeah,
of doing
yeah.
all
They're
that?
all, but like Laura said, they're all the same. They're all like this whole dystopian world, and this is how we fixed it by doing this, that, and the other. And even in the Hunger Games, the same thing, right? Everybody who lived in these districts were poor, but if you lived in the city, you were better off.
Yep.
Same crap, same shit.
Mhm.
I didn't know this was a trilogy book. I thought it was a one novel, but they set it up for a sequel, which is
Yep.
unfortunate. But yeah, I got to go with Laura. This is definitely a 1. At first, I was kind of intrigued, but then dialogue got stupid, and then it just got so simple, so
Haven't you
predictable.
guys learned your lessons? Like I wasn't kidding.
Judge
You
a
might have talked
book
about
by its cover.
this. Or just
Haven't we
don't stop
learned-
watching Netflix movies.
No, they have some good ones. They do.
It's hard to go to the theater. It's not hard for me to go to the theater, but it's hard for others to go to the theater,
It's
so we can't
very hard for me to
do
go to the theaters.
theater
But
movies
how many
often.
shitty movies have you seen versus how many decent movies have you seen?
Well, that's not about Netflix. That's just about movies in general.
Yeah.
Okay, and in the last few months.
It's hard to remember because we watched so many fucking.
Shit movies.
There was one recently. Rebel Ridge. That wasn't that just
last week, Rebel Ridge.
Yeah, I like that.
Good movie.
And that was a Netflix one. That's all I got for the last 6 months.
Oh,
Just because
Wolverine,
my memory
Deadpool.
apparently is shit. Oh
Oh,
yeah,
That
you
wasn't
didn't
a
see
Netflix
it?
movie.
Oh yeah, no, but Laura saw it. She actually saw it.
Yeah.
Wolverine, Deadpool.
We
That was a
like
good movie.
movies.
Oh wait, but
There
that
are
was
good ones in there.
homoerotica,
That's
so
why
I
we
don't know.
keep doing this.
Yeah, that was a homoerotic movie, so I don't know if I. Maybe I liked it. That's why I liked it.
Mm.
Mhm.
Well, where Wolverine is fighting peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Sounds delicious. And also, I'd watch that. Don't lie. You'd all watch it too. Hugh
Yeah.
Jackman fighting a peanut butter and jelly
Ooh.
sandwich.
If it,
Well,
if it
think
was
about
Hugh
it. I mean,
Jackman was a banana and Deadpool was peanut butter on some bread, yes, I'd watch that fight all day long.
Now that you mentioned though, I guess does Wolverine use one claw to spread butter or peanut butter on his bread or toast? You think he does that?
It's
Like,
too sharp. It's just not. It's not right for the job. It's
But he
important to
could
use the right tool. It's too sharp.
he could turn his bread into little sandwich pieces and give them to his
That's
kid and be
true.
like, and
Yeah.
here's your school lunch. It's little
Now
pieces
that I
for
could
you.
see, yeah, yeah.
So do you cut
that's
do you
an
cut
adorable
down the middle to make two rectangles, or do you cut them corner to corner to make two triangles?
triangles.
No, you got to cut off if you're eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you got to cut off the crust.
Yeah.
No, you
Just
don't.
fucking throw out the sandwich and go get some Uncrustables.
Don't buy Uncrustables. If you don't have any money, don't buy Uncrustables.
What? You got to be rich to buy Uncrustables?
They are
Yes,
so
yes,
expensive.
yes.
It's stupid.
I buy
They're
them for my
like
kid all the time at
$3
Costco.
You have
for little
money.
Fucking sandwiches. Not $3.
No,
but
Costco,
still.
they big box, $12 for like 12 of them or something like that.
Well, yeah,
That's a $1
each. Do
sandwich.
you have no idea how cheap peanut butter and jelly is to make? cheap.
Yeah, but I have to make it.
It's never
Don't
as
eat
good as
that
if
with
it's just
me.
in the sandwich, is like perfectly portioned and the crust is already cut off and
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I make my own Uncrustables. I make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and then I have a circle cutter.
Oh, do you have a crimper? Is what they call it? Oh, you
It's
have
not
a
even a
circle
crimper.
cutter?
It's
Oh.
just a cookie cutter. Yeah, a circle cutter, circle. And there you go, Uncrustables.
Oh, so yeah. So one, so one's all around for Uglies. Uglies.
Uglies is ugly.
it's an
Now,
ugly yes.
Now, would you feel bad if you got cast in that movie? Like, who am I playing? Oh, you're the ugly one. Like, okay.
They can't even do that, and they didn't even do it, right? They were all moderately attractive people. I mean,
I don't know. I
Well, the
saw a
lead
picture for
actress-
this and I disagree.
Well, what's
Who?
funny is that the lead actress, for some reason, they called her Squint and her friend Paris Nose. It should have been the other way around.
Schnoz or something.
It should have been, yeah, like Gonzo or something. That big old.
They're not very
Oof.
creative, even before they get brain zapped. They're still pretty dumb.
I resent
Yeah.
that Gonzo nickname, okay?
Huh?
What was
Why?
Gonzo?
People call you
resent that
Gonzo growing up or something?
Yes.
And like her Asian friend who seemed like she had a crush on her, Shay, she wasn't even ugly. She was already pretty.
No.
I'm like,
Not in the slightest. Yeah, it's
yeah.
These people look boring.
it's because
They just look like
are,
Hollywood boring robots.
If you were gonna cast somebody who was ugly, you could have at least cast a good actress, not a name.
They could have hired Bella Ramsey.
Who?
I don't know who that is. Who is that?
She is Ellie on The Last of Us. Fucking great actress. Not the best
Oh.
looking.
Yeah, her eyes are kind of far apart.
Yeah, she just looks like a normal person.
She just looks normal. I mean, but the
Yeah.
lead actress who played Tally, I would say is this. What'd you say that other girl's name is? Bella who?
Bella Ramsey.
Bella Ramsey is a little better looking than the lead actress in Uglies.
I don't know. The picture that I'm looking at, she's got like makeup on and stuff. She looks like Hollywood.
She was
Yeah.
in Bullet Train, that Brad Pitt movie.
Oh, was she the daughter or whatever? Wasn't it?
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
daughter?
The little hit girl, the little hit man. Yeah, Joey King. Joey King.
Huh.
So, Maria, are you sticking with your voice class?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm like, I think I am because I've been doing the work now, but there was a good point in time where I was like, nah. And I don't really I guess I do have a good excuse because I have COVID, right? Like my throat and my ears are killing me. So, but I've been able to learn the melody and play it on the piano and like remember it and even start learning the words. It's in an Italian song. And it repeats over and over, so there's no reason I couldn't.
Sing it, sing it, sing it.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
I like Italian. It's a beautiful
Ew.
language.
I
Ooh,
can't,
she's gonna perform.
You're Italian, right? Marie, aren't you
Who?
Italian?
What?
What's your
It's like
background?
You don't
Mexican?
even know me. Mexican.
I knew it.
I get the Italian a lot though, but
What's-
I am German, so that's like in Europe.
Close enough.
It is, but pretty far.
Okay. Now I'm gonna be all nervous.
Germany from Italy.
Well, I mean, in terms of like region, they're very different.
You can get there
Yeah.
by tank.
They're
Come on now.
I mean, fair. That's a very fair point. But no, I mean, like thinking just about Europe and like how diversified it really was throughout the years. You know, you have a very small geographic area that has a lot of genetic components. Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's fair.
play your damn music. Play your damn music. Don't
Yeah,
American, let's
Italian
go.
girl.
Yeah. German,
You know that
Mexican.
song Brown Eyed Girls was actually originally called Brown Skin Girl, but the label was like, no. Can you imagine? Okay, this is me.
Brown skin
Um,
girl.
There we go. There she
I'm
goes.
like, yeah, I'm focusing more on piano than I am. Oh, you want to hear Pomp and Circumstance? I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. I'm like getting in trouble with my neighbors still, so let's see if I can get away with it.
Don't turn it up, whatever you do. Don't
Okay.
piss off those neighbors.
At least you still got a place to live. Good for you.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, let me get the book. I like this song. Now that people are in front of me, I'm gonna get nervous. Oh my god, okay. It's gonna.
Beautiful. Wow. Oh my God. How'd you learn this? Wow, Maria, that's impressive. That's impressive. All right, that's our show. So before we go, anything else? Laura, do you have anything else?
Do little topic of conversation. Old wives' tales. I feel like I hear them 1,000 times. They irritate the shit out of me every time I hear them because they don't make any goddamn sense. Which are the ones that you guys really cannot stand?
I just have to bring this up real quick. My Siri thinks I'm asking it about capital punishment.
Oh, because you're punishing us. Jeez.
Yes. Okay, wives' tales. Old
Right.
wives' tales.
Well, I got a couple my mom would say to us that would scare the shit out of us, I guess. Like,
The
she
point.
said this weird thing was like, so if you don't wash behind your knees, like when you take a bath, this is us as kids. We're like, I guess, bathe ourselves, whatever. If you don't wash behind your knees, you could die. So I have the cleanest behind the knees, back of knees you'll ever meet on anybody.
Is this why
I
you
don't-
shave your legs? It's back to
I-
your mother telling you that if the back of your knees aren't clean, it's an immediate death sentence.
You'll die. Yeah, I don't have hairy legs anyway, so back of the knees are fine. But yeah, that's
If you
why
have
they're
hair,
super clean.
it contracts the bacteria, so you have to shave the back of your. It's just
Yeah, keep
No.
it clean. Keep it clean.
Why? That's so specific.
That's
like,
not really an old wives' tales though, because it's not one that's kind of permeated the culture. That's just a straight out parental lie told. to get
Apparently,
your kids to
that's
do
a thing, but
something.
she made it sound like it was a thing. Like everybody knew this. Even my grandmother was like, "Oh yeah," and if you don't wash behind your ears, you could die
Fucking
too. I'm
grandma.
like, son of a bitch.
Yeah,
So you got
this is
to
just
wash
parental
behind
lying.
everything. If you don't wash behind everything, you're gonna die. So yeah,
I think I
Parental
heard
lying.
someone say something like that. Like if you turn the music up too loud in the car, your ears will fall off because the mom didn't want to hear the music or some shit like that. Or if you
Yeah, but
argue
turning up, but that's another parental lie. But also turning up music too loud can lead to damaged ears. That
Oh,
is
sure.
science.
for sure.
no, it was
Yeah, yeah,
something
yeah.
really dumb. It was like if I hear you argue anymore, then the tooth fairy's not gonna come and do something else. I don't know. It was really
Pull your
outlandish. It was
teeth,
pretty funny.
yank your teeth. Oh,
Something like that. I don't
or
know.
what
It
about
was-
the one where if you masturbate too much, you go blind?
Yeah, my dad used to tell me that all
That's
the time.
one.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that's why I wear glasses now. My eyesight is just going.
Going, gone.
Yeah.
um
But wasn't the whole thing about you masturbate too much, you also get like hairy
Hairy
palms?
palms. Yeah.
Which is weird. I didn't understand that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, for the girls, they tell us if you masturbate, then a puppy dies. So we get it. Of course, women got to get it way worse. We got to kill puppies. You get hairy palms. We kill dogs every time we masturbate. You know?
Did you
Got to
just
keep the
make
pet
that up?
population
I'm
down.
so
No,
Bob
I
Barker
didn't. I
loves you
swear to
guys.
God. I swear to God. Like someone, I think I've heard it a few times where like if you masturbate, then
You kill
every
an
time a
angel.
puppy dies. Yeah, some dumb shit like that.
Wow.
Who told you this again?
I don't know. I probably heard it in a movie.
His mom, her mom, his mom. Sorry, Mario. His mom.
Mario.
Laura, what do you got? You got anything?
So, yes, there's so fucking many of them. There's a ton around pregnancy. All of those are just really fucking stupid. You know, talking about like, oh, if you carry high, it's a boy, and if you have acid, they're gonna come out with a lot of hair. That was what it was. If you have
no, just kidding.
GERD, if you have GERD during your pregnancy, your baby has hair. What the fuck?
Has
But I
hair
mean,
like
yeah, like we'll have.
I
a
think I've
full
heard
head
that
of
one
hair.
before. Yeah.
Yeah, God, there's so fucking many of them.
If you're the only friend that's not pregnant, then never mind. I'm trying to make jokes. They're not working.
they're not. Okay. We'll
but the
workshop that
ones
one. Don't worry about it.
The one that really, really, really bugs me is because I think it's because my mom said it to me all the time about if you're like the weather gets you sick, like, oh, it's so cold and rainy, we're gonna be sick. And my mom would tell me, you better not leave this house with wet hair.
Oh, I've heard the wet hair one.
during the winter because
Yeah,
you're
you
gonna
get
get
pneumonia.
sick. And that's
Yeah.
complete fucking nonsense. That's not how it works.
It's not good
how
for
it
your hair,
works.
but you still shouldn't do it.
Yeah, it's just dumb.
I mean, no, because like it'll break your hair. It'll make it all like it's not good for your hair to do that. Make it frizzy, make it break, make it like split endy, and it's not good for your hair. But
Well,
not get you sick.
yeah, that's not what my mom was trying to tell me. I don't know. That one really
Everyone
bugs
has
me.
heard that one.
And then there's the one. I don't know if this will be an old wives' tale or not. You tell me. But like the different alcohol causes different levels or kinds of drunkenness.
Mhm.
Do you qualify that as an old wives' tale?
It can be. It's like it's not necessarily something my mom would tell me. It's something my dumb college friends would say. But like, liquor is quicker, beer is clear, and like, oh, I was
No, that's
drinking
right.
dark liquor today. I was drinking brown liquor today. I was
Yeah.
like, bitch, I
I
drink
had
everything.
rum. It made me. I'm such a dick when I drink rum or whatever. That one really drives me nuts. So, like, that is false. That is 100% false.
You're a dick
I
because
got
you
one.
drink.
My mom. It never fails. No matter how many times I pass a gas station or go to a gas station, and the truck is there putting gas in the tanks. You know, refilling the fuel. She never skips a beat. It's always, oh, don't put gas right now, because it mixes up the old.
I think
gas
I've heard
with
that
the
one
bad
too.
gas.
Yeah.
But she never skips a beat. It's always the same. And no matter how many times she sees a damn truck refueling the gas station, she has to say it. She has, oh no, don't put gas in now with the old gas.
Oh wait, I remember one. Okay, so I used to have these Iranian friends that lived down the street. They lived like 4 or 5 houses down the street. And we used to hang out a lot. And I remember they would be like, "Don't talk. Oh, don't snap the scissors without anything being in it." And I was like, I've never heard that one before. Or
I've
like,
never
don't
heard that
talk
one
about
either.
bugs past like 9 o'clock or something. Like, don't talk about weird shit after 9 o'clock. They were so superstitious. They were hella superstitious.
Huh.
And like, what else was there? There was something else I can't remember. But I also remember, like, this isn't a wives' tale. It's just something that irritates me. I have this scar on my nose, around one of my nose rings, and they like I've heard this before. Tea tree oil, like like strong tea tree oil is for your skin, like
It
that's-
burns. It's
yeah,
burning. I like
yeah.
it though. I get a lot of soap with tea tree oil because I like the way it
I
burns.
mean, if you get a soap with tea tree oil, it's different because there's other stuff in it that
Yeah.
softens that. But just straight up tea tree oil is not good for your face,
yeah,
and like.
it'll burn.
Like
You
stuff
burn
like
it.
that, yeah. Or like, oh, I hate like buying. I know this isn't a old wives' tale, but I hate the skincare market. Everyone's like, oh, you need to do this and do that, and all of that's old wives' tales market. Just having a skincare routine, I think, is probably worse for your skin than just letting it be. I don't know. Like maybe I'm just lucky to have good genes, but I think the entire skincare market is an old wives' tale.
You know, I'm looking up a bunch of old wives' tales, and so many of those are baby related. It's interesting.
I bet they are because no, because
Old wives.
we don't have
The women
doctors.
made
Like,
them up.
we do have
We don't
doctors.
have
We do have
You're
doctors, but
absolutely right.
people
They
didn't
don't-
take it seriously. So we have to make our
don't
own
take
shit
it
up.
seriously. That's a really good point. Yeah, but I'm looking at a few of these. So feed a cold, starve a fever. That one's kind of nonsense. It doesn't really matter. Let's see. Human urine healing jellyfish wounds.
I heard that
Oh,
that works.
yeah.
I heard that really works. But it
Not
has to be
sure.
like your own
Not
pee
sure.
or something, right?
Why does that have to be your own pee? Pee is pee. How's a jellyfish gonna know?
Because
Somebody
you're
did tell-
because you are immune to your own pee.
Hmm?
Uh,
What? What if a
Because if you-
jellyfish stings me in the back? How am I going to pee on it?
You gotta put it in a cup and throw it back there, bro. You gotta
But
go.
you
You gotta
just
take
said-
you gotta take the
Gatorade that
Lafayette.
shit, right?
You
in the
gotta take
back.
the Lafayette, pee in the bottle in your car, splash it all around yourself. Make
Well,
your
you
brain
just
with
said
your own
I'm
urine.
immune to my own pee, so that wouldn't work, right?
No, I mean like if you okay, I misunderstood what I'm trying to say, but like your own pee is not going to affect you in a bad way like someone else's pee could.
Sure.
I think. I don't know.
Sure.
Cat and baby. That one about how cats kill babies. That's a-
Yeah, they like sleep
Suffocate
on their
babies?
faces.
yeah, they kill babies and eat their souls.
That's why I like cats.
Ooh, cameras on there. Cameras steal your soul. Every time I take a picture, it steals your soul.
Wasn't there an Are You Afraid of the Dark episode that like that there was like a little demon inside the camera and like he was trying to fuck with the kids.
That does sound vaguely
Yeah.
familiar.
But there was one in my culture where if you open all the doors and windows and you stand in the middle of the house, you'll die of a heart attack.
Sorry.
Very
so the front-
specific. You gotta
Right.
If
get-
the front door and back door are open, you die of a heart attack. So don't open both doors.
It's all the spirit.
If it's like a
from...
tornado outside or something or a
That's
I
what I
guess-
was thinking. Did you guys review Twisters? The second. The
I
new
did.
one?
I saw it, but yeah,
We did. I don't think you guys reviewed it.
we did not review
Okay, I watched that yesterday, day
it.
before.
What did you think?
It was completely forgettable. Not terrible, but not good in any way. I was just pissed because my husband tricked me into watching it. Where, but
Carlos tricked you into watching the Uglies.
fair.
That's true.
But like it was lunchtime, and so I went up. I was kind of parked on the couch, and Austin gets his lunch, and he's like, "Well, I don't want to watch 30 Rock," and I was like, "All right, fine, put something on." And so he put on Twisters, and then like I'm just sitting there working, and he just gets up and leaves the room for like 30 minutes, and I was like,
Oh, he has you watching it by himself, by yourself?
"Yeah," and I
Smart man.
eventually
man.
I'm like, okay, and I just turned it off, and he comes in and he's like, "Oh, you gave up on the movie, huh?" I'm like, "I didn't fucking put the movie on, you did." But then I
Such a
did
man
end
thing
up
to do.
turning it back on, and I was like, "Yeah, it's fine." I don't know. So I just wanted to share that I watched more than one movie this week.
Laura's doing her work.
I am.
Doing work.
Better work, bitch.
Keeping it dirty.
Marie,
Okay.
you got anything else before we wrap up?
I was gonna say, are there any more wives' tales?
Oh,
Those
are there any
kinda
more
fun.
wives' tales?
They're kind of dumb and fun to make fun of.
Oh,
I feel
there's
really
so many
smart.
more.
They make me feel smart when I don't believe them.
I closed
No?
the Google
Okay.
tab.
No. I guess not. I don't know. I didn't look them up. I'm not gonna look them up. So I guess that's it. We're wrapping it up, ladies. For Laura,
Goodbye.
for Marie,
Bye.
and I'm Carlos. We will see you next week. I'm not sure if Lafayette will return, but we'll see you next week.
I gotta get this off my chest, no need to stress about a woman with a body that's truly blessed. Tight ass, great breast, she's got it all, but the truth is something you might wanna recall. She can suck and fuck like no other, but guess what, man, that woman's your mother. You think you know her, yeah, you call her mom, but I've seen her in ways that should set off alarms. Do you even know who your father is? Milkman, mailman, maybe not even a man in the biz. Ask her the truth, she might spill the tale. The lowest bid won the prize, frozen sperm for sale. After hours of sweat, she needed a break, so I rested my nuts right on her face. Don't be mad, just face the facts. Cornbread ain't bad, and that's that. So who's your daddy? Do you even know? The truth's hidden deep, but it's starting to show. Ask your mama, she'll give you the clue. But it ain't pretty what she's gotta tell you. Do you even know who your father is? Milkman, mailman, maybe not even a man in the biz. Ask her the truth, she might spill the tale. The lowest bid won the prize, frozen sperm for sale. Hours of sweat, she needed a break, so I rested my nuts right on her face. Don't be mad, just face the facts. Cornbread ain't bad, and that's that. So who's your daddy? Do you even know? The truth's hidden deep, but it's starting to show. Ask your mama, she'll give you the clue. But it ain't pretty what she's gotta tell you. Do you even know who your father is? Milkman, mailman, maybe not even a man in the biz. Ask her the truth, she might spill the tale. The lowest bid won the prize, frozen sperm for sale. Cornbread ain't nothing wrong with that, but when the truth hits, man, that's a fact. And that's that, yeah, and that's that. Ain't no coming back from that.